It's time to have one of those talks. This time about credit. First thing I want to hit on this topic is literally getting a basic understanding for what credit is. This video is made for people who are just now beginning and starting to actually get out into the real world and actually be adults and manage their bills and manage their money, and they have been told about credit. They've been people around them have told them about getting a credit card, getting a line of credit, and they're hesitant on whether or not this is a good choice or how to go about it. I'm gonna tell y'all how I went about it and give y'all some pointers on how to start good credit for beginners. So first thing you got to keep in mind is, like I said, get a basic understanding for what credit really is. What is credit? It's a line of trust, and you're going to tie that trust into yourself. So if you can't trust yourself with the way that you spend your money or your spending habits, you're not going to be able to trust yourself when it comes to paying off that debt that you owe yourself when it comes to credit. A lot of the times we get lines of credit and we don't know how to manage them properly because all we're thinking about is, I have this extra money and I can spend it on whatever I want to spend it on, instead of actually realizing the purpose of the reason why you got this line of credit. Yes, it's extra money that you can spend, but what are you spending it on? Are you investing it into a business or yourself? Are you putting it towards an asset that you're trying to add onto your life or to grow? Like, what is your purpose? If it's just to blow money like you do your every week to 2 week paycheck, then getting credit is going to result in you having a bad line of credit and a lot of things that you're going to have to make up for and pay off because you've decided to go into this experience not knowing how to manage it correctly. And that's something you really have to take responsibility on and take accountability for. If you're not going to manage your shit correctly, why are you getting a line of credit? If you know that the way your spending habits are is a little fucked up and you need some help managing that shit, then you need to go seek the correct help that you need in order to manage your money so that your credit is not so fucked up, because your credit is going to help you get a house that you want, get a car that you want, apply for those loans that you see yourself getting for your business. This is what's going to help. Credit it's a form of discipline, and it adds value to your life, but in a way that is for financial aspect. That financial aspect of credit is going to help you, especially if you know how to manage it properly and how to actually grow a good line of credit. So I'm going to tell you a few things that I actually learned in this financial journey. Now, what I did was manage one line of credit for over 2 years. Okay? Now, when I first got it, I was thinking, well, I have credit now. I have a credit limit, and I'm going to get this and this and this and this and this. Nobody's going to stop me. But one thing that I did learn, and I thank my father for giving this tip to me, is when you're getting your first line of credit, only manage 20% of that credit limit. So if your credit limit is $500, 20% of that is going to be $200. And all you have to work with is that $200. Don't go any further than that. Don't go beyond that. Do not use more of your credit, because if you use more of that shit, it goes negative. You can get in the negatives and you can end up having bad credit if you use your whole entire spending limit. If your spending limit $1,000 and you using $1,000, oh yeah, they gonna deduct some points from your credit score, and you was gonna be sitting there sad because you can't use your credit to go get the apartment you want to go get downtown, or go and get that fucking penthouse apartment you want to get, because you done fucked up with your spending habits. And then you know that you don't have the money, or you don't have the stable income to pay off that $1,000, to pay off yourself, and get behind on that. Also being behind on your bills, that shit fucks up your credit. Like, there's a lot of things that go into the realm of having bad credit that you need to watch out for in yourself when it comes to your spending habits, when it comes to the things that you are investing your time and your money into. And this all comes back full circle to you. It's all about self. Another tip that I learned was not to get more than 3 lines of credit. That's all you need. It's just 3. Get one that's for groceries or whatever type of food source you want to get, or if something is an investment for your health, something that is going to help your mental or your hobbies, or something that's going to help you gain some type of knowledge or information about yourself daily or even but frequently. For example, you're a photographer, you can go get a credit card at Best Buy. They got all types of cameras, lenses, lightings, all types of things that are going to help you expand your creativity when it comes to photography, because that's technology. Maybe you go get a credit card at some type of art store or some type of craft store, because you can use that line of credit to constantly get the things that you want to create and get the things that you want for yourself. Don't get no more than 3. That's all you need. People mess up and think, oh, I can just open these lines of credit. But if you cannot be trusted, if you cannot trust yourself and you cannot be trusted to pay off those loans that you're constantly spending, then honey, your credit is going to constantly decline. And then you're going to be sitting in a low credit score, having to literally triple, double work yourself to get out of this. You won't have to need to get somebody to clear off all this stuff on your record. You know, you try to get an apartment, they not approving your ass because the records that are being shown that you do not know how to pay shit off on time, that you're behind on so many different payments. You done got 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of credit and you can't even pay not one of them. Like, yeah, this shit is real motherfucking serious, and has a lot to do with how you treat yourself and the respect that you have for yourself. If you can't maintain this shit, why the fuck are you going out here and getting it? Same thing with relationships, same thing with jobs, same thing with anything that has something to do with you personally. If you cannot manage it, meaning I can't manage the way that I communicate, I can't manage the way that I manage my emotions, why are you out here trying to be around people that, or be in things that go against what you know how to do? Getting off topic. That's for another motherfucking story, another video. 3 lines of credit: food, emergency, personal, assets, whatever the fuck. Only 3. I've already went over the 20% rule that I go by, and literally just minimize your loans. I know that a lot of people go out and they get loans for business, or they have college student loans or stuff like that. Pay off what you need to pay off first. Minimize how much loans you have, even with paying off a car, whatever it is. Minimize that. Get it down to as lowest amount as you can before you start getting credit. Because if you get credit on top of your loans, that's an additional payment that you have to pay. And if you can't manage, if you can barely manage this loan payment that you have to pay off, doing credit, not doing the financial rules to budget your money, to pay off shit, and to actually be in a more comfortable space with your finances, you don't need to be getting credit right now. You don't, and that's okay, because credit can always wait. Literally, you can wait to start on your credit. Nobody's rushing you to do this. This is just some information that I'm sharing with y'all, because I know this was new information being shared to me when I started. So I'm just passing down the torch. Just being the messenger to y'all, to make sure that you put yourself first, and make sure it's in a healthy way, so that you're not fucking shit up for yourself later. You're not putting yourself in a pickle. So with that being said, y'all have a blessed one. Make sure that you're managing yourself, your mental, your physical, your financial, everything like that, so that you can be better than you was before. Also, next video that I'm going to be dropping is going to be talking more about how I manifested a healthy lifestyle for myself, the things that I've followed, the things that I've learned, the things that I have come across in my journey of my spirituality, and coming into myself and coming into who I am, and actually teaching myself something different than what I was programmed to know and to learn growing up. Like, this whole entire journey has been a wake-up call for me. So got some things I want to share with y'all.